Well, what's going on, everybody? There's nobody on here yet, but because this video gets posted, um, after the fact, I figured I'd go ahead and start talking. But I am down at our camper near the beach, and just down here solo. But this is like the third time in a week that I've been down. We're only a couple hours away from the house, so it's an easy trip. But if I get people signed on here, I'll do a little tour um, of the camper and let everybody see it. If not, then I'll just do a video and edit it and put it on there, which I may do both. Um, but I figure this would be a good way. If I get a few people on here, I kind of give you a little tour of what we got going on down here at the camper. And got a buddy of mine they just bought a camper and they're down as well. Um, they're at one of the rented lots out here, and they seem to be enjoying it. They were over in they're at Emerald Isle Beach right now. So but yeah, if nobody shows up and nobody wants to view it, um, then I'll just do a video later. But my wife is working, so she couldn't come. I came down to be able to see my buddy and his family while they came down on their first camping trip. So um, it was good seeing him yesterday. A guy I used to work with, and we're really good friends. So but if anybody wants to actually see the camper, just stay on here for just a minute, and I'll show you guys, give you a little tour. I've seen somebody sign on, sign off. Sign on, sign off. All right, we've got a few people on here now, so what I'll do, I'll give you a little tour. Um, this is like our little retirement thing that we've just gone into. So I'm sitting on here chilling, and I see there's some people here. Hello from North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina too, and we're down at Goose Creek campground, and here near Emerald Isle, North Carolina, near the beach. And I'll show you guys our little setup here. If you want to stick around, definitely keep commenting, and we will go from there. And I'll show you guys. I'll start out here at the road and show you guys what we got. Okay. So obviously, this is a RV resort. A lot of these are set up permanently. Down at this end is the water, the Bogue Inlet. You can see that there. We're not very far at all, but this is our little setup. And obviously, if you recognize that truck there. But yeah, we've done some of the work up here. A lot of this was already done when we got here, but we did go in and do the plants. And my wife wanted to take a lot of the shells that she's collected over the years and put those out. And then this area was just full of dirt. So we ended up coming in and digging up all the grass, put down some slate pavers and some river rock, and got us a old golf cart there. All right, this is the camper. I'm losing people left and right, but maybe more will sign on here in a minute. So can't go wrong with our recliners. We want to have plenty of places to sit out here. Fan to keep the bugs off. When I retired, the town gave us a gift card. The first thing I did was went and bought a grill to have down here. So this area here is where I would keep my golf cart parked when we're away, keep the cover on that, and obviously this is covered. Me and the wife just went this past weekend and hung all these lights, these color changing lights, and hung up our little buoy, our little decorative buoy here that somebody here in the park makes. But I'll show you guys a tour on the inside here. Ours does have the sliding door, and it feels great in here. All right, so give you a little tour. This is, and again now, when you got a bunch of people, this gets packed really, really fast. But have a little eating area. You have your chill out area. A couple of recliners in here that they do recline. This is part of the slide out section, so you do have room. Though we've got stuff stored back there right now. Another love seat. This does make out into a queen sofa, but they're not super comfortable. We actually went and bought some. We bought some air mattresses. But here we go. TV, fireplace. We got our pantry, gas oven and stove, microwave. We got a full size fridge. Ours does have an island in it, with a little bit of storage underneath. But one thing you learn about my wife is she's got to have organization and stuff. You know, she's gonna have to have something for everything, because you just run out of room fast in these campers. It's a little dark in here. So this is another little bedroom. If we have my son or my daughter come down, then we got somewhere for them to sleep. It does have a bunk that pulls down over top. Again, this is another pull out. Not super comfy, but you know, it's okay with the air mattress. And then my wife, of course, she wanted to decorate, so I want everybody to know this is our happy place. And of course, you got another TV. More storage here. This is just our little broom closet. Again, you got to have room. And there she is with her organizers again. Again, you got to have somewhere to put everything. All of our controls, all of our lights, slide outs, which we don't touch those because again, they're set up permanently here. Do have a ceiling fan that's in there. So, Wi-Fi, thermostat, tiny bathroom. Excuse my towel, I did shower this morning, so yes, this thing is super duper tiny, and there is a secret to the shower. You don't want to run out of hot water, so it's got a little on-off switch on it, and you literally wet your body, put your shampoo in there, cut the water off, lather up, rinse it out, cut it off, lather your body, cut it back on, rinse off. That way you don't run out of hot water. But we haven't yet. I think we've got like a 12-gallon tank in ours. And then our bedroom. And nothing fancy to that. Have another AC unit back here. Sometimes, like, I just cut it off just a little while ago. That one we actually had to have run that one at the same time as the main one that goes off the wall thermostat. This one you got to manually cut on and off. But with both of them going, it's easy to get the temp down. But otherwise, there is no shade here. So, but anyway, another TV in here, some little drawers, and then hanging storage here. That's, you know, a necessity, and more storage over top. This right here was the selling point for us. Again, more organizers and light. My wife put some lights in here and in the closets too. But yep, small washer and dryer, stackable. That makes all the difference in the world. If you're going to be here for like a week, you definitely want to be able to do your laundry without having to go to a laundromat or anything like that. But very tight quarters, but it does the job. Again, I'll show you guys. Go back outside here. And if anybody is interested, I'd actually be happy to show you guys around the golf cart. On the golf cart, I could run you down and show the I can show you guys the park here. You have to excuse my stuff here. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to go back through some of these comments. Vanessa, hi. Mason C, where are you at? We are actually in North Carolina at Goose Creek Campground, down close to Emerald Isle, North Carolina, on the coast. And I don't know what this grab camera, I don't know what that is. I'm from the Charlotte area. Awesome. We have, I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, so I've been to Charlotte, been to a couple of games there. And I retired from law enforcement, and in 2012, when Charlotte hosted the Democratic National Convention, I worked an assignment out there, escorting delegates back and forth. Very, very long, 16, 17-hour days. So that was interesting, to say the least. Let's see here. It's like better than mine. Oh yeah, I don't have one. Time will make it all better. I promise you. I'll tell you one thing. Let's get on the golf cart here, and I'll show you guys around. Hey, hey, it's me. Wait for the beep. That means you're in reverse. Now, I don't know how good the signal's going to be here, so just bear with me. But I'm going to show you some beautiful, beautiful. Appreciate you join us here. It is extremely quiet here this weekend. We just had the 4th of July weekend here, and it was not so quiet. Apparently there's a lot of boats out today, though. I'm going to flip this camera around so you guys can see what I'm seeing, so you don't have to look at my ugly mug. Alright. This is actually the boat ramp. All the boat ramps. And this is how close we are to the actual water. The boat ramps are right off to my left. Especially when it's really busy, a lot of people just put their boats, they'll launch the boat, and then if they're going to be here for a week or whatever, they just leave it out here, they anchor it down, and kind of go from there. So, but it's beautiful. Here's our boat ramps here. I have not gotten an opportunity to use those yet. As you can see, there's not many people out here. Now this area right over here, where I'm showing right now, that is, without a doubt, that area right there will give you the absolute prettiest sunsets you've ever seen in your life. Again, lots of boat trailers out here. The wind has calmed down, so there are people out here using taking advantage of this beautiful weather. So, and these are some of the rentals. Which is nice because if you rent a lot down here and you vacation at Goose Creek, um, this is one of the premium sites that you'd want to be in. Apparently it got really wet because I could see where people almost got their vehicles stuck trying to get them in here. That's wild. I've never seen it like that. So after that bad storm we had that caused that tropical system that came through, it caused all that. But that's how close we are to the water. And obviously that right there is my buddies. Nice, nice camper out. Ate dinner with them last night over here, and they're out hanging out at the beach right now though. But I did not feel like it. Still, when they were leaving, I was too worn out. I did my little 5 mile walk in here today, and I will show you guys some of the rest of this park. There are probably, and now they're obviously not all full, but there's like 650, probably between 650 and 700 campsites here with the full-time and the rented lots combined. I don't know the exact number, but it is not bad. But for the most part, it's super quiet. On the weekends, it gets quite a bit busier. And we just make sure there's nobody coming. Good to go. All of these are rentals. These have been here all week. Lots of nice boats. All of these sites are rental lots, and they were slam packed full this past weekend. This is our pool area. It's really, I don't even see anybody out there. It does have a big water slide. Lots of wildlife. Yeah, there's a few people out here. It's not bad. If folks are not going to be here like long term, if there's parking available, people bring their boats here, but there's also storage on here. But this is our pool area. You can't really see that with it fenced, which is kind of the point. But again, big water slide and all of that's here. And then this is our office. We have bathhouses down here, laundry. The office has a store, so if you need ice and drinks and anything along that line, that's where you would get it. Over here is Perky's. They have an arcade, a restaurant, coffee shop. They're not open because they have a hard time staffing during the week. Usually it's teenagers that'll work up here. And if I'm riding around and you see the green ribbons that are up here on either side, if you look up here, that is for a young 4-year-old child lost his life out here a couple of weeks ago. And he ended up getting into a pond out here and drowned. And so the community here has rallied behind that family. And there were some people here that made bows, made those green bows, and they were selling them so they could raise proceeds to the family, give to the family to help them out. These speed bumps are bad. But as you can see, this place is quiet. The only activity really going on today is the staff over here doing yard maintenance, trying to get grass cut. If you have a boat, you can actually rent a spot out here in this fenced in area and have your boat. Here's our guys doing their hard work today. I hit that speed bump a little bit hard. More guys putting in work. We have gatehouse that's down there. Looks like they may have that open right now. Typically, especially on weekends, they'll have that down. Matter of fact, this is the first time I've seen it up, where you have to have a code to get in, or if there's somebody actually working the gatehouse, and there are at times, especially on holiday weekends, you got to have a hang tag showing that you're a resident here. But it's a good setup. I will tell you, as you can tell from this thing, a golf cart is a must out here, even if it's an old ragged one like mine. When we purchased our camper, we negotiated in this golf cart with it, and again, it's an older one, but it does the job. Speed bump's about to get me, y'all. We have our own, this is where we would bring our trash. Again, throw it on the golf cart and roll. There's your private boat thing if you want to do that. It's like $700 for the year. And then there's a private one across the road from the resort. And they're a little bit cheaper. A lot of people opt to do that because they don't want to, and it's month by month, they don't want to leave their boat down here the entire year. But again, it's some nice ones out here. But I've only shown just a fraction of the park. Just on this side over here, there's like 4 different roads like this one. We are on Soundside Lane, then there's Lighthouse Lane, then there's Seashell Lane, and then there's Turtle Lane, or Drive. I can't remember if they're Turtle Drive, Turtle Lanes. But anyway, it's good. So, I will stop here in a minute and read some of the comments. And just if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask away. But this has pretty much been my retired life so far. For the for the ones that don't follow along, I wish that you did, but if you don't, I retired on June 1st from law enforcement here in North Carolina. And I worked for the Wake Forest Police Department in Wake County. And it was the original site of Wake Forest University. They later moved to Winston-Salem, and they took that campus and turned it into a Baptist, Southeastern Baptist seminary, and now it's like Southeastern College. Just there's your history lesson on the day. Another nice boat. Rehabilitation, that was their boat name. That's pretty cool. But I'm basically right back at the boat ramps now. I wish I had my boat down here because I can see a lot of the islands out there, and people actually beach their boat and just hang out on the islands all day. So I'm on Seashell Avenue, which is where our spot is. Just made that turn and pretty much there. Not real far from water at all, which I love, because if I don't feel like taking the golf cart, I can grab the rod and reel and go down. And hey, you know what? That is something I can actually show you guys. Let me get turned around here. I'll show you the pier and what it can offer you. And if you're in the area and you're looking to buy, there's several units that are out here in this park that are for sale. A lot of park models like this one that is for sale. Let me get out of their way. Very nice boat. He's gonna come in behind me, I think, so I'm gonna get out of his way. Oh, he's hanging up there. Look at that thing. So yeah, our boat ramps are big enough to accommodate good size boats. So I don't know how long that sucker is, but it looks 40 feet. Honestly, I have no clue. But it's got two great big Suzuki motors on the back. Ooh, that was a bad drop. I need to drag this path. Get it cleaned up, in my opinion. Come over here and show you guys the pier. Before I do that, let me just let me see if there's any comments on here. I just saw the last one. When you drive your golf cart, scan for deer. You ain't lying. That one brings back memories. Got to scan for deer. Okay, no more comments since the last one, and that was an inside joke. You have to be there, or you have to be in the know to know. But fun memories. All right, let's look here. All right, I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see. This is our pier, and then the one off to the left here is actually Goose Creek Landing. That is this place over here. Everything over there is basically single wides and double wides. The people we bought our camper from landed a deal over here. They moved right next door to a single wide over here because obviously you have more room. But yeah, it's super relaxing. Like I say, I'm down here right by myself. Last week, me and my son came down for 3 days, I think. I think we came down on Tuesday, Wednesday, took him back on Thursday. My wife Sherry got off of work. I turned around, we had everything loaded up, went right back. Came right back down here, stayed Thursday, Friday, left on Saturday. We were going to stay through Sunday, but the weather was so bad that we opted not to. See how good this guy backs up over here. This is a nice one. And while he's doing that, I'll show you guys around. Obviously, a lot of people just, if there's no traffic, nobody really cares if you leave your boat out here. But if there's like a lot of people that are using it, then you can't leave it, tied up and everything. Fish cleaning station. So you can fish out here. Obviously, the water is super shallow. Right now, the tide is going out. You can look over there and tell where the water level typically is on high tide. Right now, it's super low. That water right there is 6 inches deep, 6 inches deep maybe. Obviously it's deeper on this side because that's where they launched these big old boats. Seeing a bunch of minnows. I will probably come out here and fish this evening. People do put crab pots out here, you can see those. I think those have been here forever because people have tried to come in here and get them out and they couldn't budge them. So, I want to watch this guy on his boat. He's doing good so far. He's doing better now. Anyway, water is relaxing, but yeah, you can literally beach your boat, anchor it down right out there. Now, obviously, when the tide comes in, the water's going to be much deeper, but I can see land all the way across that, and I can see the little sandbars. Right here, the water is maybe a foot deep right now, low tide. But that's what most people do. They'll come down here and drop their people off, whatever, and they just walk back and climb up here. You can fish out here. Oh, matter of fact, I said that, and I literally just saw a fish jump. But it literally, as soon as I said it, fish jumped out of the water about a foot high. And it was probably one of them jumping mullet, if I had to guess. But like I said, there's different islands out here. If you look way across there, you won't be able to see it real good, but I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's probably 8 to 10 boats just on that one island over there. And literally, people just they anchor their boat up the same way they do with this, but they go out there and they hang out on the islands. You know, a lot of them will have portable grills, and they just make a day of it. And we have not gotten to experience that down here yet. Just with everything going on since I retired, is the week after I retired, we went to the beach for a week that we had booked last year, and before I even knew I was going to retire. And so we went on there. We made some weekend trips here, but then I did my little private retirement party. We had that going on. We didn't get to come that weekend. And, you know, it's just one of those things that I have not felt comfortable. I can tell you, bring the boat on a week like this when there's not a lot of people going. Just figure this area out. Best if you can find somebody that knows what you're doing out here, because again, there's places out here that you've got to really watch yourself, or next thing you know, it's definitely you know, not something that we foresaw us doing. You know, people have heard me talk for years that we want a beach house, and it's just not doable. It's not affordable these days. Insurance is crazy. That's what kind of turned it into reality for us. We kind of got on the golf cart, we rode around, we met people, we ended up knowing some folks out here. And then just the events, like I say, they do. I think they've had probably 3 or 4 bands out here on the weekends since we've been here. Most of it was like on holiday, Memorial Day weekend and the 4th of July. They've had DJ out here, so you know, good family fun too. And some parts of it probably gets good and rowdy, but they do have a quiet time at 11 o'clock. That's your cutoff time to shut up and go to sleep, and so that helps too. But you know, most of the time we're already asleep by then anyway. So I don't know what the deal is with this boat. I don't know why they've opted not to launch it. If I had to guess, I think they put that boat in, or getting ready to put that boat in without the boat plugs. Rookie mistake, but I don't know that. I'm just guessing because I am seeing a lot of water getting pumped out of that boat. There's water coming out the side hole, which is your bilge. And then I'm seeing water steadily run out of the back. That tells me that they backed that boat in without putting the plugs in, if I had to guess. I've been there. Me and a buddy drove past it one time. Almost sank that sucker quick, but we were able to run a lot of it out. We just gunned it and went. But yeah, I mean, that thing's steadily running water. If anybody's got any questions, ask away. That was the purpose of me doing this, doing the live. If you don't mind, subscribe to my channel. We will be posting some actual more formal videos, but I've gotten where I like to do the lives, just because I can actually interact with people while I'm actually on here doing it. But if that right here, I don't know if you can hear it real good, but you can hear waves just like if it was at the ocean, sloshing back behind me there, and it's just relaxing to us, and your blood pressure it levels right out when you're down here. And I got I would say I don't know how many I'm doing in a week, but been trying to do a little bit healthier. Got up this morning, walked 5 miles in here, and not to a place I can run. Body just ain't ready for all that yet, but I'm gonna slowly get there. But doing some intermittent fasting, and so I ate about 1 o'clock, and hadn't eaten since last night. So anyway, well, if nobody has any questions at all, I will probably get off of here and I see somebody taking pictures over there, so I don't know if I should be in there. Well, they're going the opposite way now. I think they're just taking pictures. But anyway, what is the temperature there? I don't know. It's a little bit. I know they were saying that it was supposed to be in the 80s. I don't know. My buddy Derek from work. I want to ask the question. But they bought a camper and they're out here, and they're at the beach right now. They got fried yesterday when they went, and they invited me out to go with them today. And I was like, I'm already tired. I was a little showered. I woke up, I'm a little hangry, waiting for lunch. So yeah, it got hot enough. You know how it is near the water. All them little kids and the grown-ups, they were beet red yesterday when I got here. So as soon as the sun went down, so did they. They were ready for bed. So we got a boat coming in. I'll give you some footage on that. But yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say it's probably close to 90. Let's watch this boat come in. Now, he may be going past us. Oh, here he comes. Stingray, got a good looking boat. Pups with them. Got a couple of dogs on the boat. Most people do bring their little fur babies down here with them. I really wanted to watch them launch that big boat. I have finally seen that water stop pumping out of that thing. So it would not surprise me if they don't ease it on back soon. Intimidated by that boat because they do not want to back her down. just hanging around. I'm trying to see if there's going to be any movement. See if they're going to bring this thing on back or what. I don't know what they're doing. But I wanted y'all to see it, get a shot of them. Here's something else here. I wanted to see if I could actually see it here. There's a fighter jet, a couple of them. I don't want to see if it was going to be lower, but there's a Marine Corps landing strip that you pass when you come here, and I didn't know if they would. Oh, I see another comment there. Let's see here. That's a great question. He says, I'm very insecure about my dental hygiene. I keep clean, but my teeth are crooked. I'm very insecure. Do you have any insight or help? Get them suckers pulled out and get you some implants. There's a place that advertises on Facebook all the time. They can get you some straight teeth in about a week. They can do same day, so they say once they get your prints and get them made, I guess they can put them right in. But there's my advice. So don't be insecure. I'm insecure about my feet, so what do? Keep the things covered, because they are ugly. I inherited ugly feet. Great question, by the way. So I appreciate that. Let's see what they're going to do. I'm going to try to get more stable. The wind's blowing so bad out here. Some folks do have hairy knees, but I've heard they will get some blade. It looks like they are finally going to get somewhere with this boat. You're talking about an ordeal. It's too much boat for you, man. That's me. I would not know what I was doing either. Oh, they're actually, I saw movement. They have fired the motor up on the thing. And they're trying their best to get it off that trailer. I have seen a boat that size launch out here before, so know it can be done here. I'm kind of hanging on now just so if they ever get this thing completely in the water, if they come on out, I'll give you a good shot of the boat when it comes out. That is a lot of money just sitting on that trailer that they can't figure out how to get in the water. There are folks like me that just go people watch at the boat ramps. I ain't making fun of them. I definitely ain't doing that because, again, I'd be in the same boat. No pun intended. That boat is in the water, y'all. The wind's blowing so bad, I can't even hold the phone still. They have got that boat off the trailer. Finally. Yeah, that's an expensive boat. Very. As you can see, they have got that sucker in the water. They're going to back it up and probably start meeting folks over here on the side. It looks to me like there's about 700 horsepower worth of motor. If those are 350s on the back, I can't tell if they're 300s or 350s from here, but tell you what, that's nerve wracking right there. I thought they would end up hitting, but anyway, yeah, 300 horsepower motors. Yeah, there's a 300 horsepower motors. I don't even know how big that boat is, 30 feet maybe. I will tell you, just the electronics on that boat are thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, because he's probably got probably close to a 19, 20-inch display. Alright, I'm going to sign off of here, but I appreciate you guys watching, joining on with me, and I'm going to check out their boat. But I'll talk to you later. Like I say, I'll be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be sure to do a formal video while I'm down here. And like the video, comment on it. For the ones that have commented, even the one with the insecure dental hygiene, I appreciate you. Thank you for making me laugh today. That's what it's all about. Y'all have a good one.